Nice. The Les Paul BFG. The world's snakiest guitar, surely. So I'm looking on reputable website. Yeah, it says a lumpy, low-fidelity Gibson with a distinct woodwork project vibe. That is true. I mean, hence the snaky skin thing. And I bought it in about maybe 2013 or 2014, I think, in York in the UK. It's pretty different. It's not like your standards or anything like that. Basically, it's like a raw, Gibson did unleash a raw power version of the SGs and Les Pauls, didn't they? But it is like a raw power, guitar. It's like, surely this is Slash's dream. It's even got a sort of like zebra, pickup there, but then a P90 in the neck. And it's, it didn't come with a truss rod cover as well, because that was the idea of them, but then I kind of installed one because I feel like it kind of works better. It looks a bit nicer, and it's pretty gnarly, really. It also has a kill switch, which is kind of cool. And it's a pretty nice feeling switch as well, actually. But yeah, I know a lot of people have switched because the tone, the rhythm and trebles down here now with this guitar. So I know a lot of people have changed that. Kind of rewired it, which makes sense because obviously we're used to the rhythm and treble being up here. But yeah, they just decided to do something different, I guess, which is kind of fair enough. Let's see when it was made. This article was in January 2008, which is kind of what I suspected. I think there were some later models that were released with maybe 2 P90s instead of this kind of, proper pickup, like proper humbucker. So I guess they kind of updated it at some point, but this might be considered the original, like the original models, just kind of stripped back. Definitely got that vibe to it. Quite metally, isn't it, really? Quite pretty aggressive looking. If you're in like a Guns N' Roses tribute band, I think it'd be pretty cool. Let's play some Snakey inspired riffs on the world's snakiest guitar. That was Inject The Venom by AC/DC. Pretty sweet song. I have done with a friend of mine. We listened to every single AC/DC song. It was in around 2020, as you can imagine, when we had a lot of time on our hands to listen to every AC/DC song. I actually couldn't remember this song. I was looking at what snaky songs I could play on this snaky guitar. And it's a pretty good example of just why Malcolm, and maybe even Angus, but Malcolm is just such a good rhythm guitar player, because this riff got such accurate playing, because you're kind of playing just a plain old A bar chord, but kind of with a down da da, which is kind of fine, typical AC/DC style. Then just a sort of G major triad, taking it from that bar chord, kind of going into this Brian May, that kind of thing. You know that chord there? Is it a D over A? So yeah, you've got that kind of, but you're kind of trying to get that, but it's really hard to hit those strings so accurately. I'd love to get that every time. But I'm willing to bet that Malcolm sometimes maybe cheated a little bit. Didn't really include that D there. A bit like that. Kind of same thing, just moving up to the B. To an A, same thing, A major triad. Using that same Brian May shape, all just 2 frets up basically. Just kind of skip the intro, but it's pretty simple. The chorus is kind of weird as well. Pretty unusual AC/DC, but they do the no-T riffs every so often. It's almost a bit like Kissy kind of style, but the chorus. Maybe I can see why they didn't play this live, because it's pretty weird. Quite hard to get that. That's number 1 for the world's snakiest guitar, playing snaky songs. The next step is to do what this guitar is probably made for. That kind of thing. Here we go. Snakebite by Alice Cooper. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, bit of a beastie riff that from Alice Cooper. Again, not really heard of this song, but came up when I looked at snake themed songs, so of which there is quite a few. But yeah, pretty cool. A bit of a classic tritone there, almost like a Ghost riff or something. Keep mentioning Ghost, trying not to, but you know, they're big, aren't they? And then a bit of a classic. If you can do it like that. Bit of palm muting. And we kind of got that. We just got like a 3-0, and then a whole just kind of a chord, but just kind of going into a D7, kind of D7-y. Could do that for a bit more like of a metal kind of sound. Without further ado, of course, the most snaky vibey song that I could think of, and I actually thought of this off the top of my head, as I'm sure a lot of you did, is Slither. And yeah, let's do this. Ah, yeah. Well, that's enough of that. There's the BFG. Yeah, pretty sweet guitar. My first ever Gibson as well, actually. So pretty cool. Yeah, plays great. Always had like a super flat kind of neck, but really easy to bend, which is unusual. No string tension at all, really. It's like sometimes it looks stop you from using this guitar live, I think, unless you're in like a rock band of some kind. I'm not even sure you'd use it like in a blues kind of context or something, because it's just a bit aggressive looking, bit sort of metal looking. But there it is, the world's the snakiest, guitar. And I just played 3 snaky songs. Catch you at the next one.